Hi guys, I'm just going to do a real quick little 15-minute ditty. I missed my snow day the other day for nanojoumo, and so rather than doing a page, I decided I'd do a card because, as some of you know, I attended one-of-a-kind rubber stamp and scrapbook show in Madison, Wisconsin, and I picked up some really cute stuff. Inky Antics was there, and they had this really cute little penguin set of stamps, and this really nifty Crafty Cuts die, which does a different sort of card. So I want to show you what that is, because this is a more of a pop-up card. So I have 3 different pieces of, well, let me show you the card first. What did I do with that? Or not. All right. All right, I don't, oh, here it is. This is what you're doing, is you're making a card like this. So it has a front that opens this way, and when you open the interior, can you, sorry, it's shadowy. When you open the interior, it acts like the shutter of a camera, and it pops open to reveal the message inside. So let me show you how this goes. You're going to need your die cut machine, and this comes with a template, so that's real handy. And you just cut the center, because this is all one piece. You just cut the center out of this, because you're going to use this. And for your card, I'm going to use this blue piece for my card base. Now, what I typically do is fold a card in half in this direction, right? Well, I don't want that. So I'm just going to get an idea of where the center is on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold in from the sides and line it up this way. Now you can measure all of this and make it perfect. I'm just doing this for purposes of demonstration, so I'm not going to be all that worried about it. But what you're doing is you're making a centerfold card then, okay? And once you've created your centerfold card, you want to create a piece for the interior, which is going to be smaller, which is maybe, oh, I'd say you need a piece that is this whole center piece. I would say about 2.5 to 3 inches. There aren't any written instructions. Oh, maybe there are. No, I don't see any written instructions for that portion, so that's okay. We'll just estimate. I think, let's see, the interior of the card would be 4 1/4. So if I make it right about, let's make it 2 3/4, because all we need is that little reveal piece. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to line up this piece to that so that I know where I want to die cut and center it. Okay, so now I know where I'm going to make my cut. Get this piece of paper out of there. I'm going to put my die into that spot, and we are going to cut. Okay, so that's my first piece. And then I have 2 other pieces I need to cut, which are these right here. And they are going to be, I'm using all different colors so that you can see how it's coordinated. They are going to be out of this green paper, and I will cut 2. one. And need one more. Okay, so those are my cut pieces. So now I can move my dies and my machine off to the side. Okay, so we have a card base, and what I typically do will be to cut some pieces to fit on here. Now this is let's see, like my handy dandy, about that big. So if I cut that, okay, so it's going to be something less than 2. So if I cut that to, let's do 1 and 1 3/4. Another 1 3/4. And then cut about a 1/2 inch off this side. Okay. So we're going to layer. So this is going to layer onto the front, right in here. And this will layer on the opposite side over here. And then I'm going to use my template, this piece, on the inside to figure out where the very center of this piece is. And I'm going to want to stamp a sentiment. So let's get black. I'm using Memento ink. You can use any permanent ink that you have. And I'm just going to stamp that right in the center of that oval, making sure the ink transfers well. Your friendship makes winter warm. Okay, now here comes the fun part. These pieces that are already creased, so you're going to know exactly where to go with this. You're going to crease it like this, and we're just going to put some adhesive down on the very edge. And what we're going to do is we're going to line it up so that it covers our sentiment in the middle. Just comes together right there in the very center. Make sure it's kind of lined up side to side. And then we're going to close this down. And then we have this piece that we die cut, and we're just going to put adhesive right on the very edge. And this is going to cover that centerpiece so that when you open the card full out, it's going to show your greeting inside. Isn't that clever? How it closes up and opens up? I just think that's cute. Okay, so then on the front, you're going to create another piece to layer. So here I have some more cardstock, and I'm just going to cut, and you can make this any size you want, just so it fits inside your envelope. I'm going to make it about 3 by 4, I think. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so that's going to go on there. Then we're going to need another backer piece of the blue, and I have some blues. So let's do, whoops, that was 3, so we'll make it 3 and 3 1/4, 5, 4 1/4, and then the blue will make 3 1/2, 5, 4 1/2. Okay. So, just throw my layering piece away. All right, here we go. So these are going to layer just like this. And I'm going to stamp on this. So I need to figure out where I want my penguins to be. So here's a little guy. Here's a little guy. I think that's a little bit much. Too many penguins. Not enough snow. Let's do a snow mound, and let's do a saying. Okay, so I have this block that I used before. So I will ink that saying up. Wishing you a joyful winter. Making sure that our ink transfers. Do the penguin. And now the snowballs. Okay. A little bit of adhesive. And we'll layer this up. Now, the one thing that you do want to remember is that this is a center fold card. So when you put adhesive on the bottom layer, you do not want to put adhesive on the whole thing. You only want to hit the top half because it has to open. So I'm just going to center that on here, like so. I need a little trim job over here but I can do that later. So here's your card. Goes like this. Isn't that cute? And then you can just use some colored markers and, you know, put some, whoops, put some color in on your snow. You know, just add to it, and you'll end up with a really cute card. So that's it for snow and for me today. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to share and like. Be sure to watch the other people that are doing the nanojoumo. Okay, I said it. Anyway, so glad you could stop by today. See you soon.